Hi, and welcome to another episode of Legal FAQ Friday, provided by the Personal Injury Law Office of Goldberg Noon, LLC, where we fight to maximize your personal injury compensation.
In Florida, there are actually some very important limitations that every claimant and family member needs to be aware of when they have a loss of a loved one. Specifically, in Florida, there is a 2-year statute of limitations for a wrongful death lawsuit. That means from the day that person is deceased, that family has up to 2 years to file a claim. The reason why it's important for someone to contact a law firm immediately is because the family's not always with the information that's necessary to know even who to make that claim against. And sometimes through an investigation, we find out there's more than one party that may be responsible for that loved one's passing. And so it's very important to act quickly rather than to wait to the end to make these claims. Another thing that can affect a wrongful death claim is knowing who the right survivors are. In Florida, although a family may be very close to someone who passed away, there are only certain legal survivors under Florida wrongful death statute. That means the loved one's spouse, it could be a husband or a wife, the loved one's parents, if they're alive and there aren't any children, they would be the survivors. If there are children, those children and the spouse would be survivors. It could be any of those factors. But there are also some exceptions. If that person who passes away doesn't have a living parent, doesn't have a spouse, and has no children, there are occasionally some very limited exceptions. And that's why we encourage anyone to call our office if they have any questions, if they've lost a loved one and they're not sure they're able to bring a lawsuit or whether it's too late to bring one. There's no problem in calling our office and finding out. For example, one time we had a client who came to our office and he had tragically lost his son in a very serious motor vehicle accident. Shortly after that accident occurred, the insurance company for the at-fault driver contacted this father and told him, don't worry, we will settle this case. We'll pay you some nominal payment of the policy limits that person had. The father was a very, very kind man and he wasn't one to raise an issue. So he said, if that's what the policy limits are, I'll take it. And he trusted the insurance company to handle it correctly. It had been years after that accident occurred, almost 2 years, when the father was frustrated and he said, I still haven't seen a dollar of what the insurance company had promised me. In that scenario, that father contacted our office and said, I don't know what to do. Our law firm represented that man almost right at the level, right near that statute of limitations deadline. We filed a lawsuit just in time and we took that case all the way to verdict, and we actually resulted in a multi-million-dollar verdict for that father. But it's very important that a parent or a loved one contacts our office so we can get on the situation immediately and protect that person's rights.
Thank you for watching. For additional information on how we can help you with your personal injury case, please contact us with your questions and concerns. And as always, there's no obligation or any cost to you. You can reach us at 239-461-5508 or visit our website.